Let's just start making rims for John Deere and Kubota and.
Can I get JTX wheels for my John Deere tractor?
Here we go.
That would be bad.
We're spiraling.
I'll start taking that bitch to all the shows.
It's rolling now. Here we go.
And you'd get in. You'd get in pretty quick.
What about some JTX for the forklift? The Outlaw Way podcast with some special guests sitting on the couch with the boss, Nacho, Cheeto. Got Mr. Chris from JTX Forged in the house. We are going to talk a little bit about JTX Forged, some rims, some different styles, different setups. If you're
a little bit of shows, you got to pull up to a show every now and then.
You want to just dress your truck up, or you want to? What do you say?
You got to shit on them.
You got to shit on them. Okay, that's
some new
I was thinking of some
stuff.
other shit. No. I thought it was busting or some shit, but now we're shitting on them. So.
No, so what you do is you pull up shitting on them, and if you're shitting on them hard enough, you will be busting by the end of the night. It's a whole thing. I'd have to explain it to you. You're a little old. You're a little too old to be busting. You know?
I don't know what
the
fuck just happened here, but I don't know what he said.
I'm telling you.
I'm just impressed that he said you're just
he took a shit on a bus somewhere.
Somebody said
on a bus
too old for this.
I'm just saying, anybody can pull up anywhere with a nice vehicle, nice rims, nice shit like that. But there's that guy.
Well, I got to differ with you a little bit.
That guy that really pulls the fuck up.
We went down here and we toured JTX, and when you make the statement anybody can pull up with nice rims, you can pull up with nice rims or you can pull up with JTX because all billet centers, the cuts.
If them bitches don't spin too, my center caps spin.
They got a whole group of dudes back there hand polishing.
That's what I was about to say. That was one thing that impressed the hell out of me. Like all the machines, the CNCs cutting these rims, it's amazing. But when you walk in that back room and there is 12 guys back there with polishing wheels and they are black from head to toe covered in polishing compounds, that's impressive.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get those guys, Chris?
We hired them. They love it.
From where?
They love it.
They love it.
I have never seen people. I'm talking about this dude was smiling.
Loves it.
He is covered from head to toe, and he is happy to be
all you
there.
can see is teeth. The whole room's just nothing but teeth.
Teeth
you
and
can
eyes.
see everybody's
I mean,
teeth.
he's happy.
Everybody got polishing compound head to toe, smiling about it, working their ass off. That's hard to do.
It's awesome that they're all willing to work for that same goal that we all have in mind, and they see it. It's a good thing, man.
Well, with Outlaw Ordnance, we've got 40 employees. It has taken us years to get a team together that's amazing. And we do, at this point, have an amazing team. But it is because of the work that goes into it, we know how impressive it is when we walk in and see a group of men like we saw in your facility.
Same here.
I wonder if they roll out of bed in the mornings, put their pants on. You know what? Somebody's got to shit on somebody today, and that's my fucking job to help them.
So they shitting on the bus, too? They're on the same bus taking the shit that you were on?
Oh, 100%.
You got to explain. Is shitting on people good? Is that a positive
It's fucking
thing?
great. It's very
That's
positive.
a great thing.
It's very positive.
Sounds kind of R. Kelly to
But
me.
see,
I don't know
you
what
can't
we're
throw
doing.
the hard G in there. Shitting. It's shitting. Shit.
I-N.
I-N. I-N apostrophe.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hold
going
on. Let me look up pasta.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Apostrophe.
You know how you pull we go to a lot of truck shows and stuff like that. Our next truck show is LST. That's coming
down
out
around Houston
February.
area, right?
Yeah, February 24th weekend.
Yes,
there.
sir. February 24th, Lone Star Throwdown.
Lone Star Throwdown, baby. We're down there. If you go to any small truck meet, big truck meet, anything like that, the big rims have made just a huge comeback in the last couple of years to where it was the thing when I was in high school, 18s and 20s and 35s and 37s, 38s, that was the normal. Now,
John, you're too young. That is huge rims.
No, it's not.
In our day, it was 15s.
In the beginning of our day, like maybe when we first started driving, but we were running 18s.
Rims just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on.
If I'm not mistaken, 18s was out of college.
What's the biggest wheel y'all have made at JTX?
Our biggest wheel is the 30x16.
And that's what I'm shitting on
what
with.
he's shitting on.
30 by 16.
Last week it was stunting.
Stunting? Oh, no. See,
God.
shitting and stunting is two different things. Stunting is when it's a group activity and you're all having fun. Shitting is when you mean
So y'all
pull
don't
up
shit
and-
together.
No. You shit independently, but you can shit
Yes.
together. It's a whole thing. Like,
But if you shit together, it's called stunting.
No, if you shit
well, see,
together, it's called a court
very,
case.
It's
That's
a
what
very
that is.
complex. It's a very complex thing. Yeah. So like anybody can stunt. Anybody can stunt with anything they got, as long as they fucking do it correctly. But it's hard to shit on them.
Well,
You know,
I mean-
very select few can pull up and actually be shitting.
Yeah,
A
he's-
lot of people have
Most
seen your
are
truck.
stunting.
A lot
He's
of people
going
have
to
seen
another
it.
level.
Yeah, a lot of people have seen
Shitting
this
on is
truck.
another level.
It's been at different shows. It's out here all the
Yeah.
time. And those are 30s. And they're
30s.
like waist high on me.
Yeah.
I could literally sit inside of them. But for somebody more practical like myself,
You
I'm
got
going to go with a 22.
like 28s. Yeah,
It's
big
still
great.
got a little flash to it, but my truck is still functional.
Mine's still functional. I pull my gooseneck all the time.
Yeah, you can pull the gooseneck if you
Yeah.
spend an extra $30,000 to get the neck
It was
rearranged
only
on
an
the bit.
If I
extra
put
6,000.
if I put 30s on my truck, I would pull my neck, not my
If you
goose.
put
I'd
30s
pull-
on your
I'd
truck,
pull
you throw your
something
back
in
out
my
getting
neck.
into it. But
I mean, yeah,
like it has to. I've never
I pull
drove a
people's
truck
necks
with
all the
30-inch
time.
wheels.
Every time I drive by a gas station, somebody's neck about fucking pops out of place. I'm snatching that motherfucker around.
I
looking
think
so
it's
hard.
history repeating itself because it's like a big ass wagon wheel on the side of his truck. Like
It's fucking
Here we go.
huge.
It is huge. It is.
I
And
mean,
love it,
everything
though.
makes a full circle.
It does.
They are 100% impressive. I mean, I'll tell you, you got John's truck
Yeah.
with the any level lift on it.
Yep,
how
30s
high,
and 40.
how high does it go?
So it's plus 13, I think. 13-inch lift, but I'm running 30s and 42s, no problem. I pull a gooseneck. all
But
that
with
shit.
this, what, $50,000 lift on it, when you look at the truck, you see the wheels.
Oh yeah.
oh, the wheels
That's
stand
what
out.
you see.
100%.
Yeah,
So,
I think the
100%.
rim and tire setup at most. I mean, it makes the truck.
Wheel and
Yeah,
tire
it
make
does.
or break a vehicle.
It will.
I agree.
100%.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Hands
it's-
down.
It's the same. Your shoes are everything.
Yes.
So if we're talking like men and women kind of deal,
For
they're
me-
gonna look at your shoes.
for me,
they're
it's
gonna look at the
hats.
rims on your truck.
Yeah.
Hat, you know.
Hats is my big thing.
So
Like,
the hats is washing it and tinting it and all that, but you got to have shoes on it.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
So
You gotta be.
Well, so that everybody knows, you would think a 30-inch wheel, since everybody don't just make that, that's a hell of a challenge for a company to do.
Nah, shit, they
I
got
have
it.
actually, I'm going to put JTX wheels on my truck. I had to convince them to cut me 20s.
I don't think
Like,
you've
that's
convinced
a-
him. I didn't hear
like,
him
that's
agree.
the
To be
challenge.
honest
I
with
mean,
you.
He agreed.
I'm okay with it.
He agreed.
I'm okay with it.
I believe the smaller wheels are coming back.
I mean,
That's
Medicare
what
is
I
fine with
believe.
giving you a walker.
I
mean,
believe
if you want to do
you
that,
have finally bridged the gap to old and senile. If you think the small rims are coming back,
I think they are.
you can't even get a newer model
think they
truck
are.
that doesn't have at least 20s or 22s on it.
Right.
yeah.
Like all the newer vehicles that are coming out, like what's the F250? If you F350 now was a 22?
20,
Come out with a 20 or 22?
The 20 was a standard across. Now they're
Yeah.
the new GMs, the new Fords, and the new Dodges are given the option of
Yeah.
22 and
Cadillac.
Yes, if
24
you're buying
models coming in
Denali,
20.
if you're buying
Yeah, Cadillacs.
Limiteds.
You pretty much are not getting a Cadillac off the lot if it's a luxury vehicle that doesn't have a 22 on it.
correct.
Yeah.
Any
I can
high
agree
trim
with that.
package vehicle, you're pretty much baseline 22s. And most are swapping for 24s, honestly.
Again, wheel and tire make or break a
Wheel
vehicle.
and tire make a break a
and
vehicle.
to be honest with you, for GM and Ford and Dodge to put the money into the research and the innovation to build
Yeah.
all these news and release new product lines, if they're going with the 22s,
There's a reason.
there's a reason why. I mean, not saying it's not going to come back around because everything's going to cycle back through history,
Yeah.
but
Any-
I don't know that we'll ever get back to a 10-inch Crater or
Now, don't
Krager.
get me
What was
wrong.
it called?
Yes, Craig.
Krager.
The work trucks are always going to be running 17s and 18s.
Yes.
That's a normal because it's a cheap rim that you can bend and go get another one for $80. You know,
Yeah.
that's going to be always the standard for work vehicles, cheap vehicles, lowest trim packages, cloth seat, plastic carpet, all that good shit.
Well, me
But
personally,
it's hard
I
to get
like
those
the
now.
old school look with smaller wheels and lots of meat, lots of rubber.
We weren't all
I like that look.
we weren't all born in
So-
1940s.
but it
I mean,
depends on
My
what we're doing with the vehicle,
my
though.
truck is going to prove that the guys that do like that can still go to JTX.
Correct.
So
get some
far.
amazing wheels without going
Yeah,
into
but you're
these
putting a
28, 30-inch.
You're putting a 20-inch
Wheels.
rim in a 14-inch rim category. 20 is still a decent sized
Yeah.
rim.
It is a decent size rim, but the only reason that so many people are going to see your JTX Forge rims on your truck being 20s
It's 'cause
you
he's
broke
following
down.
me.
Well, it's because you broke down on the side of the road all the fucking time.
Well, that's
In the
not true
GM,
because
yes.
not true because I'm in a Chevrolet.
Well, I mean, do you not remember that one time?
Not
We ain't
ever.
gonna talk about that one time.
Never,
Not-
never.
never.
We ain't gonna talk about that one time.
There's never
Yeah.
been a time
There was
my
a-
truck was broke down.
There's never been that one fucking
There-
time.
never.
When-
Not the new one.
When you forgot how to pull a trailer.
Not the new one.
You talking about the
little
load
backstory
shifting?
here. Little backstory here.
You talking about the load shifting on a
No,
tractor?
talking about the
twice.
smoke
Then it's
barreling
been
out.
twice, hasn't it?
Talking about the smoke barreling out and JJ on the phone like, I think the motor's blown.
So
Well, that's because I was. That's because I was running 90 miles an hour
it's
down the
shit.
interstate with my tune turned all the way up, hauling 30,000 pounds, and didn't turn it down. And I
so
blew
what you're
the
saying
line
is
off of it.
obvious operator error.
No,
That
I'm
opposes the
saying it
problem.
has so much more power than your Ford does. That
Oh, no.
sometimes some
It does
issues
have
happen.
more power than your Ford. I got video of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
the only reason it has more power forward than that video that you're currently speaking of is because that's 6 months ago. A lot of shit's happened in 6 months.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bubby. As soon as this podcast is over with, we'll grab
We're
the
gonna
camera
find
crews and we'll put it out
out.
there on the road and we'll find it.
Well, you know I would. My gas lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
And my gas light
Oh,
on,
man.
He making excuses.
Yeah,
All right, well, let's
man.
dive in this a
I
little
see
bit,
that.
Chris. JTX. We're in Texas. We're in East Texas. Tell us about where we started, where we came from, where we're going, how we got there, how things are.
JTX Forged. We're in East Texas. Brand started out with side-by-side and UTV. Wasn't a wheel available for the side-by-sides and UTVs. In that case, wheels were built and made for side-by-side and UTV that they wanted and what they wanted to run. Next thing you know, they're riding the bikes at the mud parks on these custom one-off wheels. Everybody else, what are those?
Right.
What's that? I want those. Okay.
They all got to be shitting.
Next
Got
thing
to.
you know,
To be shitting on people.
boom, everybody's shitting on everybody.
I'm telling
Mud
you
park full of JTX. Based as a side-by-side UTV wheel for 3 years. Then that branched into, man, we build trucks all the time. We drive trucks all the time. What do we not get out of these other wheels that we like? What are we missing? So let's build truck wheels. We're going to build our own truck wheels, design a few things done to the wheels that are a little different than another forge manufacturer's wheel. Our wheels are a little cleaner. Not as much going on. Like there's some brands that have a bunch of rivets around the lip, some other little designs around the barrels, stuff like that. We clean that up. We want it clean, classy.
So you would say one of the biggest differences in JTX wheels and one of your competitors would be the design?
Yes,
A better
100%.
looking, cleaner looking design.
100%. I mean, just
That type of stuff looks a whole lot better at truck shows and
yeah, competitors' wheels in the forge market. There's only a few brands out there.
So let's back up. Explain Forge to the audience here. What is the difference?
What's
in
the difference between a fuel rim
and
and
a
a forged
forged?
rim?
So your typical wheels that come on your everyday vehicles, some of your aftermarket most of your aftermarket wheels are cast aluminum. They're a liquid metal poured into a mold, and that creates, when it hard, that creates the wheel. A lot of steel content in a wheel like that. And then a forged wheel, heat pressed aluminum, 6061, very nice. It's a lot lighter wheel, stronger wheel, and more true.
and you get that
and
polish
it's a
on it,
fully
baby.
machined wheel.
And then it goes into a machine to be cut.
So if
Instead
we don't know
of-
the difference here, he's casting is liquid poured into a mold.
That's
the
your
molds
design
broke
is the
off,
mold.
and that's it.
Yes.
To where you're taking a full block of aluminum, whatever size, and you are fully milling that rim out of that full block of
And I
Yes.
think the big thing with that kind of, milling and CNC and all that kind of shit right there too, it makes a huge difference on the weight distribution of a rim.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot
because-
lighter.
Correct.
I know my 30s and 42s outside that I've driven to Vegas, I've driven to Texas a dozen times. I mean, I've got thousands and thousands of miles on these fucking rims and tires. Are not balanced. We still have the fucking tires on, and I've been running them bitches since.
We've also
No
got
weights.
different grades of
No
aluminum.
weights.
No
I mean,
weights.
we
No
know
weights,
this in
no
the
nothing.
firearm industry. There's different grades of aluminum. So the 6061, you got 70, 32, I believe. You got all these different ones. Is it the higher or the lower the number? The higher the number, the worse the content of aluminum in it.
Yes.
So if you have a dirty aluminum that you're pouring into a cast, you can technically call it aluminum wheel, but
It's really not.
it's really not aluminum wheel.
well,
So
one of the big differences that I see, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I go buy one of your competitors' wheels that's just a pretty wheel, put it on my 3/4 ton work truck. It looks really nice and pretty at the show, but when I go hook to my gooseneck on the ranch, start hauling cattle with it, it's not safe. the forged,
The cast,
the forged wheels are stronger.
They are a stronger wheel, correct?
so we can
Yep.
still use that to haul trailers and work
Most
the
most
truck.
guys
Yes.
with dualies.
Well, and just like John Michael
And we're
said,
not saying some other competitor doesn't have strong wheels, but
No.
they're
Yeah,
not
y'all
going to
ain't-
be
not
as
at all.
strong.
Yeah,
They're not
y'all
gonna
ain't
be
shit.
as durable.
I'll say it.
Yeah, you ain't
I'll
shit.
say it.
Yeah,
Y'all
well,
ain't
he has
shit.
he has no weights on his wheel.
K&O
It's a
said-
truer, it's a
I have
truer balance.
no weights, no balance, no nothing
Yes.
like that. I had and they've changed a lot since I bought my pair, but I had an old set of American Force rims, and man, I loved them. I loved them to death on my last F-250. But them motherfuckers there had so many weights stacked on the inside
Well,
of
that's
one
your-
rim.
That's one of your
rim.
imperfections with cast too.
Yeah.
And you see this in every industry. When you cast something, you get what you get.
Yeah.
It's as good as your mold or as good as your pour or as good as your mix.
Yeah.
When you mill something in a sense, it's precise, it's precision. I mean, these machines
Yes.
are talking hundreds of thousands down into
telling
the
you.
stuff. So it's a way better process as far as the manufacturing of it. And that's all y'all do. You don't have a entry line or a secondary line. You have this rim. This is how we do it. This is what we put out there.
And
we
from
don't
us
get
going
away
to
from
their
quality.
us going to their facility, there is a man standing there polishing this crap by hand. Every single rim.
The
is-
last time I saw a guy actually building the center caps. So he's putting the
Putting the floating caps together.
So he's
That's what
putting the
happens.
floating caps together. They're put together by hand. Your center caps are also fully machined. They're not
Yes.
plastic inserts.
Every wheel has a billet aluminum center cap. That's another thing for difference from competitors to us when we first started was what's going to make us different. You know, your price point of our wheels is not, it's not for everybody. Our wheels are on a different pricing point, which the forged and
Yeah, you get what
and
you
so
pay
on.
for.
Yes, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, the
So
value's there.
we saw forged wheels being sold with plastic caps.
It
What,
didn't make no
what sense does that make?
Yeah.
Like
but all of them.
you
have it.
can't you have a wheel that costs $1,500 each or $2,000 each. It has a plastic center cap on it.
Yep.
That's some
What-
bullshit.
what is-
That's some
you know,
bullshit, really?
There's steel
It's
centers
not-
for a dually.
What's that?
Instead of steel centers for a dually.
Yes.
We run full forged wheels all
Yeah.
the way around on our dualies. No steel.
I mean,
And the voice in the
Still-
background
no
is
still
the
inners.
background guy.
Background
He doesn't
guy.
have a name. It's the background guy.
just background.
All alone over there.
Yeah.
How are you
Yeah.
today?
Oh man, doing great. Doing
You are?
great.
Yeah.
Just hanging in, hanging
That's-
out.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's good.
Learning
I've been
about-
wondering when you were going to say something.
Yeah, I speak up every now and then a little bit.
So,
So-
Chris did bring another guy with him today.
Sure did.
But he's just, I guess, shy. He's just
Yeah,
sitting in
a
the
little shy.
background.
Until there's
He
important
actually-
information, then delivery, baby.
Yeah.
Coming in with that punch. You got to get that on there.
Sitting in the background with the wisdom.
Yes.
That's right. I'm talking
But
about.
basically,
Yes.
you're gonna spend money for value, and you think you're getting that value, and then they ship them to you, or they put them on, and they pull out a plastic center cap and put it on, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is that?" I
I'm
just
telling
paid
you.
$2,000 for that
Yeah,
wheel.
that's one wheel. So
Oh.
you got an $8,000 set of wheels.
After shipping, too.
So yeah,
Right.
also if you're doing custom finishing, if we're brushing the wheel, the center cap can be brushed just like the wheel.
Yeah.
Everything matches. It's correct.
And you're offering,
You know,
you're
you're putting a plastic cap on a black wheel that's chrome.
yeah,
What?
And your black plastic, just like you mentioned earlier, that coating that went on that plastic's
It's not
going
the
to take
same
it
color
different than
as
that
your fucking-
aluminum
It's not.
takes it.
And it's
so-
going to
It's
be
not.
two different colors. It may not be two different colors the day you pick it up,
It will
but in
be.
about 6 months with fucking sun, soap, and
Heat.
rain and
Yep.
driving it and all that,
Fading
it's
the
going to be
plastic
faded.
and-
It's going to be shitty.
Well, I like the little details with JTX.
And
When
that's
you go
that's
through
what
it-
sets us apart from the other brands.
The little details, the actual CNC billet center caps,
Yes.
the hand touches, the guys back there polishing it by hand and making sure it's a mirror
It was a
finish
smile
before
from
it
the
comes
boy
to
that day
me.
for me.
Oh, yeah.
That dude
Back there polishing the hell
Yeah.
out of one of those wheels
I'm
and just
telling you.
smiling.
just
ear to
gleaming.
ear.
Having a good fucking time.
Yep.
There's not many places that you actually go these days where you walk in somewhere and everybody looks like they enjoy their job. To
It's
tell you
just
the
far
truth,
and few
it's
between.
very far and few between where you actually go in somewhere and people are working a manual labor job that they actually look happy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's,
It's
that's
pretty
a big
impressive.
deal.
That's a yeah.
So,
Good
so somebody decides they want to look into JTX wheels, they want to buy a set for their truck. How do they do it?
How we do it? We have a website, www.jtxforge.com.
Nah. You're doing it all wrong. Doing it all wrong. This is how you buy a set of JTX rims. You go to Instagram
Yes.
and you
we
scroll
do that
through that
too.
motherfucker.
Yes.
We do that too.
That's how I did it. Because you can see, you
But
can go
how
to the
do
website.
you actually make the purchase?
Shit, you call somebody, baby. They got a phone
Yes.
number everywhere.
But
Well, we
links
have a
are there.
dealer locator on the website. All of our dealers across the United States are listed on the website. You go, you're in
So you are dealer
Baton Rouge,
direct.
Louisiana. Type it in on the dealer locator. Boom. pull up all the dealers close to you. We've built a strong dealer network. Right now, I believe we have over 450 dealers listed on the dealer network.
So
dealer
you're
site.
backing your dealers. They call
Yes,
you
sir.
directly. You're going to put them to a
Yes,
dealer
sir.
in their current location. They can
Yes,
go there.
sir. We have an 800 number you can call that's listed on our website, but we are very big on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all of them.
Insta baby, that's the best. Instagram is the best thing for a business, in my opinion, because you can get on there and you can see every single rim, every single what they can do to it. You'll see the same rim 8 different times, but not one of them look alike. One's brushed, one's black, one's blue, one's chrome, one's this color. One's
Each
that
one
color.
has its purpose, though. You're going to have old guys like Nakia here that want to know the web address.
Yeah,
There's going to be a guy a little bit older than Kia that wants to know your address because he's going to drive by.
He's going to
and
come
order.
pull up.
yeah.
So
I mean, Nakia, he's fucking knocking on a fax machine number at this point, as old as he is.
I'll send the facts. I don't give a shit.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I can
the
fucking
fact
send a
that he
fax
just
file
said he
to
would
you.
send a fax lets you know the answer. He doesn't even know the faxes no longer exist.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
We had a house phone. My nephew came in. He come outside. He said, the phone's not working. I'm like, what's it doing? He said, it's going, nah. It's like, yeah, that's called a dial tone.
Dial tone, baby.
Dial the number, baby. It'll work.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
That's amazing.
He's
That's
20
fucking-
years old, had no clue what
No
a dial
clue.
tone was.
Never knew. No.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you don't really have them though on them. Honestly, who the fuck has a home phone anymore?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I do.
My mom has a home phone, but that's because she lives in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That's why he has one.
That's probably why you have one, because she lives in the
has a
middle of
direct
fucking
line to
nowhere.
the one
Well,
guy at
I
911.
live in the middle of nowhere, but I have a gate when you enter my property that is 30 acres from my house. And that's the call system. You pull up to the
So-
gate, you hit the button.
You have to have that phone.
It uses the phone line.
He had a
to call my
fire
house.
break out in his field, so they call the fire department, volunteer fire department. 400-pound, 80-year-old dude finally pulls up.
An hour and
It's
30.
on fire.
An hour and 20. An hour and 25 minutes after we called.
This
So that's
motherfucker, he ever has an emergency at his house, he better just figure it the fuck out.
Oh,
yeah.
you best
Because-
just throw him in a damn truck
Oh,
and
yeah.
take off driving.
I mean,
That's your best
realistically,
bet.
They told me my best bet was if I don't want the house to completely burn down, to buy me a fire truck and put in the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, his house is in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then to get to it, I didn't drive my fucking truck down there. I realized what I was going to have to go down. And what was I was just on 26s.
Because he
Yeah,
was
you were on the
protecting
mother.
his JTX wheels.
It wasn't JTX
No,
then.
no, I was still on 26s. I
Yeah.
was still on my old rims. And I was like, fuck this. I ain't going down there. Fuck that.
We don't drop their
his
names because they're not
road-
relevant. So
His road, it's not a gravel road. It's a fucking boulder road. He
Well,
has
it's got the
rocks
big
size
gray
of
rock.
softballs
It's got
on his
the
fucking
big
whole
gray
road.
rock. It's not that.
It's fucking huge. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I almost curbed my damn boots walking across this shit, much less my
will
rims.
not. Ford won't make it down that.
I was like, fuck you.
Hey, that's
I
what
had to take my Chevrolet.
y'all told me that the Ford wouldn't make it. I heard
I had
that
to take my
story
Chevrolet,
already.
go
I
to
heard
the
that.
driveway.
Coming from
pick
the
him
man that is the general manager of one of the nicest fucking rim companies I know, and pulled up on stock rims and tires on his truck.
Come on.
Come on.
That's
well, what I'm
because
saying.
JTX is so damn busy filling orders. He don't have time
I've
to
had
cut
the truck 2
himself
weeks.
some.
That's too. Ooh, that
If
wouldn't-
that.
It wouldn't take me
2
2
weeks, if
days,
that.
baby. I'd
Let's
been
talk about being
fucking-
busy. So the schedule for the shows. I know we got
LST.
Houston LST. We got the Smoky Mountain in Tennessee. Y'all show.
That's in September.
That's in September.
We
Yep.
got one in New Jersey. That's
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City Truck Meet, New Jersey. I
That's the
wanna
beginning of
say
June,
it's
June 10th,
June
11th.
10th, June
Yes,
10th,
sir.
11th.
Okay,
Are you
and then
gonna
there's one
do-
that sounds like a Mexican dish.
Bandits
Bandits
and
and
Truckers.
Truckers.
Ooh,
Where's
that's
that
gonna be
at?
the one at Fort Worth.
I got
Yeah.
Bandits and Truckers. I got
Bandits and
Texas
Truckers.
Hold'em.
That's right, Texas Hold'em. Oh,
So
you
how
know,
many are we doing?
Those 2 are great shows.
shit, everyone I can get in there. Every one I can get my truck into a booth. You doing
I
iDrive
know
Throwdown
somebody.
or you do?
Yeah.
Good. Give me his
I know
number later.
somebody get you in one, maybe.
You doing iDrive Throwdown, Orlando, Florida?
Honestly, I think we are.
Think you are?
I'm gonna go to that one.
I know. The only reason I'm going is because I want to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right
It's
now,
right
you
there.
don't.
It's right
You
there.
don't.
There's
you
no
don't
reason
wanna
not to.
I love
If
Disney
you do
World.
go, do not get on the It's a Small World After All ride.
Oh no, I don't do
It's
that.
42 minutes in a little boat and 6 inches of water with some son of a bitch singing "It's a Small World" After over and over and over.
I love
again.
Disney. Universal Studios is definitely way better than Disney World.
Yes.
But Disney World, which one has the Cars World in it? Whichever one has the whole fucking Lightning McQueen exhibit and all the rides where they
I
recreated.
don't know. I
Disney.
remember
Disney.
playing Hollywood and Hard Rock Cafe, and then there's a long metal building, and inside that metal building is like 50 or 60 clubs, and you just bounce from
Oh,
like
yeah,
80s
yeah.
to techno to country. There's all these clubs inside this big ass building.
Shit, yeah. I think
I've never been to Disney World.
Well, you're fucking gonna go. You know what the coolest thing at Universal Studios is? I went to the one in Hollywood and I've been to one in Orlando, Florida. The coolest fucking ride, exhibit, whatever they got, they take you through the props department of all the old movie props on a little golf cart, and you get to go through there and somebody narrates, well, this is the original car from such and such movie. This is the original outfit for the Grinch over here, and they have it like sat on a little table and shit. Like it's all the original movie props that they actually used in these movies that you.
As long as I don't hear
Fucking
that
say
fucking
it's awesome.
song, I'm good. Like, we can go wherever you want to go. Somebody starts singing that song, I'm going to be in a Florida
I'm
jail.
going. Yep.
Yeah, but
Wow.
it's so much fucking fun. I'll tell
You just
what.
want to dig Walt Disney up and kick him in the nuts. Oh, it's bad.
But Bandits and Truckers, that's gonna be a good one. LST is gonna be a good one. Scraping the Coast, you planning on that?
Yes,
one?
sir.
Scraping the Coast for
So
sure.
scraping the coast, is that Biloxi? Or
Yes,
is
sir.
that,
Biloxi.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
Okay, which one's in Carolina?
Carolina is, if you wouldn't ask me, Briscoe Bash is the fall for the Mud Park. I know that. I know Lifted Truck Nationals is in Jay, Oklahoma.
Yes.
Jay, Oklahoma is also another
South
mud ride.
Carolina, I want to say is it the
There's
Myrtle
so many
Beach
freaking
one?
things on the schedule. I don't know which
Myrtle
is
Beach
which.
Truck Show is
Myrtle
no
Beach-
longer.
No longer.
No longer, really.
No, Myrtle Beach City kicked them out.
Was that you
it's-
last year?
And said it wasn't there last year.
Was it not?
What is the new one?
I know Panama City Beach. They're still doing theirs. Florida, I know
Yes.
they're still doing theirs, but
Yes.
it's like
There's
So
a
Team
PCB.
Outlaw is going to be at as many of these events
That's-
side by side with JTX.
That's
We have
calendar
so
possible.
much. We have so much scheduled. You can go to our Instagram, social medias, our website, see our schedules.
Well, it's
see where
not
we're
up
gonna
yet
be.
because I still ain't figured it out. Like,
If you can't-
I'm still trying to get it all
I
lined
mean,
up.
If you can't find somewhere near you that Team Outlaw will be at this year, then
you live in Alaska.
Yeah.
we might be
So-
in fucking
Yep.
Alaska, I think, on one of them
Yep.
dates.
And I
don't
might
know.
go slap a fucking bear in the mouth this year. You never know.
Yeah.
I'll come
So
to
how
Alaska.
John's truck, of course, got the inner level, all that stuff. But if a working man want to show his shit off, where he got to go, like the flea market in Central Texas or something?
No, he come to the show. That's
Shit,
That's
I
why
work,
there's
I
so
work
many
super
shows.
hard. Shit.
But the only thing gonna be in the booth is his truck and another one on 24s or something.
24s is actually a very small, normal size rim.
But that Ford truck already has 25,000 miles on it. It's probably about done.
Shit.
We're gonna have to start trailering it.
I know we got to change the turbo on it.
I have probably put more miles on that truck since I got the any level in the 30s put on than I put on it before. In the last
I'm just saying they don't have that long of a lifespan.
bullshit.
It's a Ford.
My last F-250, the only reason I traded that bitch in is because the rear main seal blew at like 300,000.
You get tired of trailering it everywhere.
Nah, fuck nah. I loved it. I love my old F-250.
We
If
give
it-
each other hell, but they're all good trucks. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
I
all
mean,
shitting.
So honestly, think about it.
Cheetos. whatever to do.
Cheetos setting himself
Out
up
of the
just in
group.
case Ford wants to sponsor something.
Hey, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Ford's
yeah.
not
You know
that
what I'm saying?
bad.
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
GM guy. I grew up a GM guy.
Out of
but
the
You
group,
gonna give
I
me
mean,
a truck?
which one of us
go.
has not been broke down more? I mean, at all in the last 6 months?
I don't break.
Me neither.
I break shit.
What, Nakia, how you doing over there?
I blew a turbo line off because I had too much power.
Okay, that still broke down. And
I just put a hose clamp on it and boogied on.
what was the other
And
reason you broke down?
probably broke down, fixed it, and still made it home before you in that
Negative.
Ford.
Negative.
Nah,
And then the
he
other
called
time,
when he passed us because he had
Yeah.
lost half his trailer. And he's like, if you see it, pick it up. I'm not fucking turning around.
hey, I saw an ass, baby. So look, there was this one time where I left a mud park and I strapped down my water tank. I strapped the water tank down to the trailer, just like I strapped it down when I came down there. And something happened.
Was the whole strap missing, or was the strap still dangling? Or
No, all the strap was gone.
strap?
I lost
water
a whole fucking
tank,
water tank one time.
I'll
On the
tell you
interstate
this.
water
somewhere.
pump.
So the first time he brought his bike down here, we were going somewhere. It's on a car hauler, and it
Okay.
was held together by hope. That's
Ah,
how
fucking
much the
man.
straps were holding.
I got good
Now
insurance.
he put JTX rims on it. That bitch got wide straps. He's sucking down all four corners.
Like all
now
of a
he's-
sudden, the truck has value.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, I
telling
agree. I agree.
You see it?
JTX,
You see
yeah.
it?
JTX
They
wheels
changed
doubled
his strap
the
on
value
game
of
by
that
changing
Ford.
his rim.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
telling
you.
you,
right
I really did. Well,
Yeah.
now it just got fucking wrapped too, boy.
Yep.
That motherfucker still got that strap down. Woo, boy,
So
looks
we
like-
got an extensive schedule on shows. Y'all are knocking rims out left and right. What you got a back order right now, or you doing?
Our typical build time is around the 4 week area. As long, polished wheels, 3 to 4 weeks is our typical build time. Right now, we're running about 4 or 5 weeks, pretty much on everything. You get involved with the black milled design.
And they can get any color they want. They can. Is there options on that stuff, or is that kind of
There's tons of options as far as color goes. There's custom powder coating. We offer mostly prismatic colors. Is where we tell everybody to go.
Prismatic
prismatic powders?
Yes,
huge.
I mean there's every
color you can think of.
They got 65 reds. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's you're not gonna.
You're gonna get the color you want.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And if they're out there stunting or shitting or whatever they're
Shitting
doing,
on
and
them.
they want a little JTX hoodie or hat,
We
that's
have
on the
a
website.
full merch store on the website: hoodies, hats, stickers.
Just go to Insta,
lanyards.
baby. Everything's on Insta.
Everything's on
everything's
Insta for the link.
Everything's on the website.
All I want to know is, I'm on 30 by 16s. I mean, they're all right. It just ain't big enough.
They ain't big enough.
When you gonna put them? When you gonna put them big hosses on?
Hey,
that
whoa,
motherfucker?
whoa.
When you gonna put them big
are you
rims
getting
out?
bigger?
Oh yeah,
They'll be big. Yeah.
you go
That'd
big
be
or go
bigger.
home.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like, I
At
mean,
what point do you have to upgrade your CNC machines to get any bigger?
probably a while. Honestly, I would figure what you probably go to 40s. It's a big fucking CNC. I mean, you could probably go to 40s for you.
So-
to bed.
Just like he said, certain machines will cut only up to a certain size wheel.
Yeah, but still,
But if we have the right stuff, we can cut up to about a 40-inch wheel.
yeah.
So not for production,
No.
just for shits and giggles. What is the biggest wheel that y'all have ever cut?
It is a 30 by 16.
What is the
30
biggest
by
wheel you
16.
can cut?
Hmm.
Because if you could cut me a
If
40,
the money
if
was
you could
on
cut
the
me a
table,
No,
40.
see, here we go. Then it starts all that.
if
Then
the
it starts-
money was
you
on
know
the table,
what? I'll give you this if you do this.
So look, see, this is what would happen. This is what would happen. You could cut me. Let's just say you cut me like a 36 or a 38 or 40, preferably 40.
you're not
Mhm.
going to
Cut
have
me a
any
40.
rubber left.
That's where I'm getting. You cut me a 40,
Where are you
Oh.
going to get tires?
I'll have a fucking tire company
I'll
make me a
have
fucking
tire.
40.
Okay, here we go.
I just reached out.
They'll
He's-
do it.
I've been in talks with Nitto, so
Somebody will do it.
it
Somebody.
could, maybe
Somebody
they'll
will
do
do it.
40.
Fury will probably try it.
Maybe.
Just one set. They'll be
maybe.
like, fuck it.
We'll have to trailer that so much in though.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't drive it on 40s because
No.
I feel like like that is a,
I don't think you got enough any level.
oh, fuck no, I don't. I mean, it would,
We have to get Zach back on the line there.
like, it would have to be 40s and 50s. 40s and 50s is what it would
Something
have
like that.
52s.
50 something.
Yeah, because
So what do you think the limit of the market is? I mean, you keep getting bigger, keep getting bigger. What, what's the top
That's
end?
a great question. That's a great question. Is there a limit?
I'm gonna tell you, I was running down I-20 the other day in a 1986 Monte Carlo.
I was just going to say.
Came up in the lane, and that dude had at least 30s on it.
So as far as cars go, there are companies that make a 32, 34-inch wheel.
Does that fit a Paldi or
No.
who
No.
is it?
It's going to be like your Forged 3-piece manufacturer
Yeah.
make some of that. I think even hell, Dub might have even had something in
Yeah,
a
'cause
32 or something.
The big
like that.
donks. I always say big donk
yes,
cars.
yes. I mean, the tires are super skinny.
Yep.
Can't hardly get them. Nothing that would go on.
I could have changed lanes under this Monte Carlo.
Yes.
I say,
get there.
I know I got a 30 by 10s, man, with them rubber bands, them donks. Y'all shared a picture of the Yoo-Hoo car on your Instagram the other day. I love donk cars, like them old box Chevys
There you
on
go.
30s.
Let's go.
That's my fucking kind of shit right there because I got the station wagon on 22s. If I could figure out how to tub that motherfucker and stunt with some 38s or God knows what under there, oh, it'd be wild. It'd be wild.
38s on a station
Here we
wagon.
go.
Yeah, I'd put mud tires on that bitch. I would. What do you think about
On
it?
See,
your
all these
wagon?
events that we go
Yes.
to, we have to pull the merch trailers and all the bikes and all that stuff. He can just go to 40s and shit. And we got to get another trailer, another truck.
Nah. See, I would keep my 30s on my F-250, right?
Hmm.
But I would pull all my cool shit on my gooseneck. Simple. That's what I do now. If
So
we were
you're
going
going to
to,
put 40s on the station wagon?
fuck, I'd put whatever I could under the station wagon if I could figure out. So I just LS swapped it. So I don't really have a lot of engine bay room. So I'd have to lift it. So it'd have to be a donk car. It's pro charged. It's not like I couldn't spin them. I mean, shit.
I got to see this shit. Y'all got to
Yeah.
have to see this. I got to see these 40s. You're going to make 40s for a station wagon?
Just one.
He said,
Just one.
He never said he was
he over
going
there
to make
sweet
them.
talk. I never said nothing about that.
We're gonna get you talked into this shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I just feel like
I don't know.
I
but
could
I
get
don't,
some.
spot.
I don't know if
We're getting them made.
production
We're
can
gonna
handle
figure it
a
out.
40. Can you do a 40?
We might be able to handle a 40. Maybe.
Well, it's like this. Realistically, you think about it. I think no matter what tire rim setup you made, no matter how big the rim is, you could get a set of those 50s or 52 military rims, take it to a guy that does the fucking rubber carving, and get him to make you a lip that would lock into the rim. Now, you're not going to drive it on the interstate,
No.
but you could run them like at a truck show, car
You
show.
could probably find some tractor tires.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
And-
of course.
And
The
you
tractor
just,
tires, they
you
do
just
make
cut
those
the
up to like a
side-
36 or
Yeah, you cut the
I've
sidewall
seen
out.
39-inch wheel, I
Yeah.
believe,
Yeah.
maybe on a bike, even like on a UTV side by side.
Because I mean, honestly,
Where
what
they're
is
taking the tractor barrels, the barrels and making the wheels. Yeah.
what is the sidewall of a fucking tire other than
Fuck,
rubber
we're gonna
with a
find
lip
holes
on
in
it?
the industry. Let's just start making rims for John Deere and Kubota and
Oh my goodness.
The first day I
Can
see
I
a
get
Kubota on
JTX
JTX,
wheels for
For
my
my
John
tractor.
Deere tractor?
Here we go.
That would be bad.
we're spiraling. We're spiraling.
I'll start
Yeah.
taking that bitch to all the shows.
It's rolling now. Here we go.
And you'd get in. You'd get in pretty quick.
what about some JTX for the forklift? Put the
Now,
forklift
I
on
have-
30s.
Now, remember that forklift up there in Little Rock at Trailers Direct, the LS swapped forklift?
Okay, I don't know
Oh
if y'all
my
seen this
gosh.
video.
Forklift with an LS swap.
They
Dude.
LS swapped it. In what is it? In Ford, it'll do like 10 miles an hour, but in reverse.
In reverse, he can do up to 90.
Yes.
He's on the feeder road in front of Arkansas Trailer Direct in Little Rock.
Yeah.
This dude is hilarious, but he's on the feeder road testing out this LS swamp, and he goes forward so far, and then it like 10, 15 miles an hour, it kind of
Kinda
RPMs
cuts
out.
out.
Or the transmission was fast to go.
Because reverse is forward.
He
but
threw it in
drive is
reverse, and
Yeah.
he took off, and he said that the tires lit up, and that bitch took off, and he just rode it out, and he was touching 90 going in reverse on the forklift.
Bitch
Got
will
a
scream.
LS swapping.
So reverse wasn't limited out.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, reverse is drive, drivers reverse.
Yes.
They swap
They
the
I
swap
was
gears,
going
the
to say
gears.
it, the gearboxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that motherfucker will get it, son.
I called him. He said, "Man, you don't come look at his forklift?" I was like, "I've seen the forklift.
Yeah.
I need to pick
forklift.
the trailer up." No, it's got an LS in it. I was like, "Quit fucking with me."
Yeah,
We're
like,
just fucking- no, I'm
Yeah, this
serious. Come here and
forklift
look.
does not have an LS, no.
it's crazy.
So it
did.
sounds to me like Chris is going to have to put in a R&D machine in his building just to build our shit.
It sounds like it.
Like tractor wheels, trailer wheels.
We're
I'm
gonna
all
do a
for
lot
it.
of big things in 23, and it's just gonna keep growing. I don't know so much about 40s and 50s on a John Deere or even on a John Michael, but
I'm just saying.
what we're gonna do is these shows we got lined up, these events we got lined up. JTX is the best forged aluminum wheel on the market, and Team Outlaw is gonna run them on everything we got.
So
We're gonna
Chris,
put
are
them
you
through
coming
hell or-
out to ride with us?
Mud Nationals?
We're going to do Mud Nationals. Yes, sir.
Mud
Also?
Nationals is
Mud
going to be
Nationals.
huge. I don't know if y'all kept up with our socials, but the people that are going to be there,
That should be a great event.
dude.
That's
I mean,
going to
a
be a
great
great event. I mean, Lacey Blair, Zach Pinnock, you, JTX,
Cooking with
Cajun.
Cajun.
Cooking with Cajuns coming.
Cooking with Cajun and my wife are going to get together and cook red beans and rice, and as he would put it, that motherfucking cornbread, and feed people. Just
Yep.
I'm
say
in.
thank you.
I'm
we
in.
just
Whiskey
got a
Business,
whiskey
his
business
wife.
coming. His wife's coming.
Um,
Shit, Texas Toot. He's
Texas
coming.
Toot is coming.
Yeah, he's
that,
coming.
That's getting featured as a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, he's
So-
good. He just won the Hot Wheels Legend competition.
He's
They're
gonna be
turn
there.
His shit into a Hot Wheels.
Of course, it's presented by High Lifter.
Presented by
presented
High
by
Lifter.
High Lifter.
All the High Lifter.
High
people
Lifter
will be
Mud
there.
Nationals down at Sabine ATV Park in Burkesville, Texas. What is it, March 15th through 19th? Or March 14th through 19th?
It's 14th through 19th. We'll be there 12th through 20th.
Yeah.
But you know,
The biggest thing is actually seeing Team Outlaw and the guys with High Lifter and all the companies we work together
Everybody's going to be
take
there.
these side by sides with 24, 20, whatever. What's on your side by side?
Well,
24s
right now. yeah.
24s.
and anybody that follows Team Outlaw knows we're not doing this for show.
Actually-
we will actually use.
I ride the fuck
this
out of
shit.
mine.
We literally
So-
do everything we can to tear this shit up.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
are
I mean-
when we put products on our bike, we want to see if we can tear it up.
And that's what I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see these suckers ride.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm in it in the Bounty series. So
I
fuck
mean,
it.
that's the most enjoyable part of it is getting in that bike and tearing this, you know.
But we're gonna do the
Yeah.
same thing with the
Tearing
trucks.
it
I
up.
mean, we got all kind of trailers and all kind of doolittles providing us with stuff, and we got merch haulers, and we use them. We're
That's
gonna
right.
put them in the field. We're gonna put them on the farm. We're gonna put them on this and that, and in the mud bikes. And I think we're at some point we're gonna look at putting tires on some of Doolittle or rims and tires on some of Doolittle's trailers. So then we're gonna put weight to them. We're gonna pull them down the interstate.
A shit ton of weight.
We're gonna use this shit. So
Shit
it's
ton
going
of
to give you a real good look at the inside of what Chris is talking about with fully one-piece billet forged aluminum wheels, and you can't get them anywhere else but JTX.
I look forward to
Prove me wrong.
I look forward to showing the fact that you can take these amazing looking wheels and use them. You work them. They're on
Yes.
our work trucks. They're on our side by sides.
That's a big thing.
I mean, look at
Actually
what
being able
John
to use
just
them.
said. He's running 30s on 42s. That truck is drove from Crossett, Arkansas to Vegas.
He just drove
And
it
back.
to SEMA.
He just to SEMA and back.
Yeah.
We've been to Texas
Shit, a
probably
dozen
a
times
dozen
at
times
least.
in the last 2 months.
Loaded.
Loaded
with
a
the
gooseneck.
We
You
just
know?
went to Hot Springs and back.
We just went to Hot Springs back with a
Now
gooseneck.
I do have a question. I'm behind him, come back from Hot Springs, and we're rolling. We're both loaded down. If anything was to happen, we're 100% unprepared. Like 100%. I don't have a jack. They don't have a jack in Arkansas
That will jack
that
John's
will
truck
jack
up.
his truck up and change the tire. Or at that point, my truck, the jack don't work no more. Just sitting where I'm sitting now.
Yeah.
So, is there options from the 22s I'm gonna put on mine up to the 30s that are on John's? What are those options? Are they airbag jacks? Have y'all looked into that or have an answer for that?
I have actually have the answer for that because I have had to go through the process of what the fuck's going to happen if I ever get a flat tire.
Yep.
I got a AAA membership and I'm hoping for the fucking best.
There
Okay,
you
so
go.
that's our option. Is
That's
call
my
Bob.
options.
Right.
Yeah, call AAA.
Hey, Billy, you got a rollback?
I shit you not. So
That's part of it.
I know a shit ton of people that are in the truck scene, from going to SEMA and shows and everything like that.
But to any level, if you let that lift all the way down,
Yeah.
you're able to jack the truck up in the axle. It stays
Yep.
where it stays, and you're able to jack the truck up that way.
Okay, so your any level puts your Ford axle at Ford axle factory ride.
Pretty much. Within a couple inches.
Within 2 inches of it.
Yeah, within a couple inches.
I
Okay, then
think the
I'm-
best thing is to have some type of a jack stand.
Well, they have these new airbag
Run the any
jacks.
level up.
I don't know
Now,
if
I've
you've
seen
seen
Sit
that.
it
these.
I've
on the
seen the
stand,
airbag
and the
jacks.
tires will pick up in there.
I don't know
There
if
you
you've
go.
seen these, but these new
That's what they do.
airbag
Yeah.
systems
That's exactly
are on
what they do.
a floor jack kind of setup, and it has an airbag system on it with an astronomical amount of travel.
Yeah.
So you can go underneath.
The truck is the jack, is what I'm saying. All you
Yeah,
got to do
so-
is raise the any level up and then sit the truck on a stand.
Well, on
Yep.
his
The
truck,
tires pick up in the air.
but they don't make that raggedy ass shit for these good trucks. So
I wonder,
How do you-
why
you gotta
that
get a
is. They
jack,
don't make
you know
that
what I mean?
raggedy shit for the good truck. Let me get these quotation marks hard as fuck
well,
right here.
their engineers are
Quotation
one-sided.
good trucks.
They're
Yeah.
one-sided engineers. They
Yeah.
can figure it out for a straight axle, but both sides move on. Fuck.
Yeah, speaking of engineers, that's one of the cool things about y'all. Everything's in house. You don't really go to a lot of places. Everything's in house. Shit, we went over there the other day. Biggest computer screen I ever fucking seen. Y'all in there designing more rims.
Yes.
It's great shit. And didn't y'all just pour another couple 100,000 some shit square feet? Or
We just poured a new pad, expanding the building.
heck yeah, heck yeah.
Well, when we went, y'all
Just
had like
constantly growing.
100
It's growing and
18-wheelers
growing.
full of products. So you got to put it
yes, sir.
somewhere.
We gotta
When you're
put it somewhere.
steadily growing,
Gotta
you're
put it
doing
somewhere.
something right.
Yes, sir.
You got haters?
Huh.
Hell yeah. That's
Haters
what I'm
make you
talking about.
famous.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. I
I'll
love
tell
you
Haters make
haters.
you famous.
If
I
y'all
love
are
it.
listening, fuck y'all. But I love y'all.
Yeah.
You made it this far. You paid our fucking light bill. Go fuck yourself.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could even say it. The wheel companies that have been doing this longer than we have changed some designs and ways of doing some of the stuff they do to what we do.
Because y'all stepped up, yeah.
Yeah. That's the name of the game, though.
That's what happens when you bring a
That's the
real
name of the
man
game
to
is
a
cut,
boy
copy,
fight.
and paste. Cut, copy, and paste, and fucking steal everything that ain't
I mean,
copyrighted
it's
correctly.
amazing. And then
That's
you
right.
got you got little companies that are little. They copy your designs.
Yeah, it's
They
the best
build the
time.
wheels to look just
it's the
like.
best time to use
It's
this
just
quote.
like it in everything.
Slap a different logo on.
But I love it.
It's the best
Like,
time to
that's
use this
amazing.
quote. Why try to
That's-
recreate the wheel?
That's a hell of a compliment.
It really is.
It's a hell of a compliment.
It really is.
We're blessed.
If you don't
because of
have
that.
haters and you don't have
You know?
people trying to copy your stuff and you don't have that side of it, you're doing something wrong, really.
Yeah,
'Cause
you want everybody in the
Hey,
market to try to copy your
we
wheel.
just went
because
to
if they're
SHOT
copying
Show.
your wheel, that means you're selling wheels. You're doing what
Okay.
they can't
Right.
figure out. What in the world are they doing? I got to do just like them because
Yep.
I see their shit everywhere.
we just
cut,
went to
copy,
SHOT
paste.
Show and found a booth, and our guns are on the wall. And we're looking at it like, is that? I'm talking about verbatim designs, everything.
They completely copied.
They
our
completely
shit.
Well, they
copied.
bought your gun.
So,
They have your gun
Yes, they
in their facility,
yeah.
They
and they
bought our
study
gun.
it. They looked at it. Well, this is over here. No, you need to move that over. Just and boom, there it is.
We got
Yes.
Same gun.
We got gun case companies that can't sell their cases, so they take pictures of our guns and superimpose them in their cases, and they start selling cases. We got gun companies that have no sales. They take our gun, put it on the front page of their website. Servers shut down because they pretend to have our gun, but they don't. Like,
Correct.
it's compliments everywhere you go.
I'll
Some
tell
of them you
you,
got to shut down and send a little.
The
cease and
easiest
desist,
thing
but-
in fucking marketing and online shit is cut, copy, paste, and wait for copyright paperwork to come through. And it works
right.
every fucking time.
That's
but
right.
Your marketing's everything.
Wait
we
for
know
your
that.
cease and desist
Wait
letter.
for your cease and desist and cash checks
Well,
till it shows
we got
up.
trophies.
There you go.
We got
Yep.
trophies in here on the wall from Bic, from Little Trees,
Yep.
from all these companies that we designed something and threw it out there, and they send us cease and desist.
Apparently,
Wait,
Little
put-
Tree owns that shape
Yeah.
of that tree.
Can't
They
use the
own
tree.
any
If you
shape.
make anything that looks like a tree,
But how much money do we
Little
make
Tree
before
the air
will
freshener
copy
tree,
it.
right?
It's fucking right.
Yeah,
The
fuck
No.
air freshener tree.
Yes.
They no. So they sent me one. So here's what it is. They own any tree-like shape.
Period.
Period.
What?
We
We
took
weren't
aluminum.
selling air fresheners. We were selling shit that looked like a tree and it was a fucking metal thing.
We took aluminum and cut
And,
it in a generic, kind of like that shape.
It was a fucking
and
tree
we're
shape.
engraving it and Cerakoting it because it's a little. It was
Yeah.
a fad, little metal
Yeah.
hanger.
Yeah.
They sent us a cease and desist. Awesome.
And they were like, we own all tree-like shaped objects. And they're fucking serious. They really do. They have copyright. Their copyright says all tree-shaped objects are part of their copyright.
So if you
That's
want to know
awesome.
if people look at your website, can koozies.
Oh, yeah. The can koozie
So we
shit.
released can koozies, put them on our website.
Right.
Koozie,
owns that word.
Well, that was big.
Bic
Bic,
owns koozie.
The word.
Bic sent us a cease and desist to quit using the word koozie. So how many
So we didn't have
people
to
went to our
change-
website for Bic to notice that we were using the word koozie?
It's a can hugger, not a can koozie.
So we had to change the can hugger. But that's freaking awesome. That means we got some traffic.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
cool.
so, something.
Send us a cease and desist because we used a fucking word.
Yeah.
Word.
A word.
Yep.
One word.
We had to go to the
One fucking
website and change everywhere that we wrote koozie
Well,
because
we had 45 days. So at the 44th day with 1 hour left in the day is when I changed it.
Yeah.
But-
Of course. I mean, that's
Naturally.
how you do it.
Gotta love the haters, gotta love the input and everything. But JTX, big things coming in 2023. Big things happening with Team Outlaw. We appreciate y'all coming and sitting down with us. Did we miss anything?
Not that I know of.
Just waiting on my 40s.
There it is.
I don't know that that's going to
He'll
happen.
be waiting. But
I want my tractor wheels.
yep.
Yeah,
Tractor
fuck
wheels.
his
So
tractor.
I got a list.
Those are big
We got
bitches.
40s. We got tractor wheels. We got
Those
the
are
little-
big bitches. How big's the wheel on my
We got
tractor?
the little
I don't even
10s
know.
for his everyday driver that we're doing.
40s.
Let's see what else.
You make this do some 10s.
Yeah.
Me and John will blow.
They are 10s. We keep them clean.
He had to change his.
Maybe some little bitty fucking wheels. I will sport that shit.
They're 10s, but we keep them clean.
Well, from the boss and Nacho, you better raise them right because if you don't, they'll have zero fucks, and there's only one way.
The outlaw way.